Hey, what is going on, pros and PROesse? This is KMJ and here's just 123. Yeah, welcome back to another sit-down commentary session topic talk. Again, letting our COD 4 gameplay play in the background. Again, another domination on Shipment, favourite map of all time. Final score on this game is 76-26. So again, not too high on the old kills, but hey hell, nevertheless, one in the gold M10-14 this time, which is fine. So anyway, guys, today's topic is can you trust charities? Now, there's two different ways, or so not two different ways, but there's two different types of charities. You have your big main charities, which is comic relief, for example, or whatever other charity, and you obviously have the smaller charities, like I don't know, you get them hundreds of charity bags through your door every month. It's like donate clothes and toys to the ambulance charity, the air charity, the boat charity, and the you just got all these random charities. Well, they're just all like random charities you never heard of, And if you do put out a bag, when you get the old person that does put out a bag, you get some foreign registered van, which is weird for a start. Why on earth would you get a foreign registered van? Surely you'd have a UK registered van, right? So you get some foreign registered van. It's battered, the van's old, it's crusty, it doesn't really look legit, and you get like non-English people come out of the van, and then they pick the bag, sling them in the back of the job, and you're like, whoa, hang on a minute, surely if this was like comic relief, for example, it would be a nicer van at least, it would be UK registered, at least, and there'd probably be like British people getting out of it. It just makes you double think before, what are these foreigners in a foreign van doing, with this charity? Anyone can just make some bags, sling them through the door and, and then sell them lot on the market and get money for it, which is what has happened before, just to state, which is what happened before, people do buy these, get the clothes and toys and sell them at the markets for, for cheap or whatever and get money, which is bad, of course, because, you think it's going to somewhere good, and again, they are the smaller charities or some of the ones that are dodgy, which is, there's some of the smaller ones, but even the big ones you can't trust, which I'll explain, in a bit. So that's surrounding the smaller charities, and should you really help the small charities or the big charities? The smaller ones need help. There's so many charities these days. You've got, you've got like the Panda and this, that. It's like, well, hang on. So again, you don't know really who to donate as well. But now, even if we're talking about bigger charities, so I'm sure you guys, like I said, have all heard of like Comic Relief and Red Nose Day and stuff. I'm sure you guys have heard that in the UK. I don't know about another country, but certainly a Comic Relief. You think, oh yeah, Comic Relief. You think, big, well-known charity, in the UK. You think, they're really big. On the TV, loads of people donate to them. They do help people. And the benefit of people, and they actually do, help people, and they're a good cause, whatever, and so on. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Yes, charities do help some people. Okay, some people. They can't help everyone, and they will never help everyone because they just can't, and for other reasons. So, like I said, personal preference. I said that I'm all up for donating. This is another reason why you shouldn't trust, charities. But I'll explain the reason before that. So, obviously, a while back, I'm sure you guys heard of the ice bucket challenge. Okay, so we had to pour ice water over our head and donate to. I can't even remember the charity. We all had to donate, what was it, £3 to an American charity, just to state, so in the UK, we were donating to an American charity, I think it was for some water disease or something, I can't remember, and, people were doing that, so, don't forget there's charities for water and stuff, so, all the water we were wasting on pouring water over our head, all that money spent on water could have gone to the water charity. So we're basically mocking the other charities for this charity, so in a way it's like you're doing that. But again, it's going to the American charity, so it doesn't really help out, the British one, which is still fine. But generally in the UK we like to donate to British charities. That's a bit off topic, but same kind of situation. So again, with Comic Relief, after the Ice Bucket, Jones, I did a bit of research, on comic relief, and just I done a bit of research on charities, and I found out that back in 2010 and other years around that, which 2010 isn't that long ago, really think about it. So back in 2010, Comic Relief invested in guns, tobacco, and stuff like that, and I'm like, whoa, hang on, they're invested in guns, tobacco, and guns. Again, I've got the link. I'll put the link in the description. I don't know how long the link will be active for, but it's been active for, since then, so I'm sure it'll be active forever. But, you think, well, they're investing in gun tobacco. It's like, whoa, that's what they're against, yet they're investing in it, which is creating more problems, which is going to cost them more money. It's like, what? It doesn't make sense. And, I'll be honest, my parents have donated, a couple hundred before in the past, they have done. A couple £100 is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and you just think, you think potentially my parents' money, could have been used to invest. All of it could have been invested using guns, tobacco, and arms, and violence. So you're thinking, well, hang on. You think Comic Relief, a big, well-known charity, they're investing in guns and tobacco. And you're like, whoa, hang on. This is why I personally believe you shouldn't trust charities. And because of that reason, this is why, again, I'm all up for donating to charities, but for that reason, I won't. I find charities more of a business these days. I find them more, I find them more of a business. Like the guy at the top is rich, he's rich, I know they've got to pay bills and pay overheads and pay for advertising and pay for this and stuff, and in the centres and houses, which is fine, but where does the rest of that money go? Some of it does help people, like I said. But again, the guy at the top is rich. It's more of a business these days. And I do speak to a fair amount of people, and a few people do agree with me. And someone said, oh, it's only a £5, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. £5 is a lot of money. That pays you for, lunch for one day. And you think, oh yeah, well, that's just greedy. Well, no, not really, because if you think that money could have gone towards, investing in investing in guns and tobacco, you think, well, that's just a waste of a £5, and that's why I personally will never, ever donate, to charities as well. And again, it brings up to my other point as well. Who really has any spare cash these days? Be honest, guys. Me, you. Who really has any spare cash? We've got our own bills to pay. We've all got our own taxes and national insurance, and we've all got our fuel tax and duty and car. And we've all got all this stuff to pay today. We know how hard it is to get hold of money these days. We know what the climate's like. We know. We know where we know what the world's going. We know, the situation of money these days. It's harder to say because of costs going up. We know what everything's like these days. That brings up to my point. Who really has enough money these days? Who really has enough cash to, to do it? And that's my biggest point. So the question is to you guys. Do you trust charities? Do you donate? How much do you donate? And I don't want to sound hard in a way that I don't want to donate, but that's my specific reasons. Because of them reasons, I will not donate because I just don't want to waste my money. And again, who has really any spare cash these days? So that's my question to you guys. Again, I'll put the link in the description and you can have a read for yourself. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Again, final score 76-26, and I'll see all of you guys later.